Hey, what's up everyone? Luigi GX right here, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Hulk vs. Doomsday Death Battle. And I can't wait to see this one. Except one thing, I really have no idea who's gonna win because you see, from Cartoon Fight Club research and Death Battle research are I see it a little bit different how Cartoon Fight Club kind of pays attention to a little bit of details more than Death Battle does, but for example, like they use post-crisis Doomsday against world-breaking Hulk. That's what happened in Cartoon Fight Club. But Death Battle, I have no idea what they're gonna do. So yeah. Anyway, as always, make sure to go check out the original video. We'll be right back here to watch it together. Okay? Okay. Okay. When I'm looking at that character, it reminds me of a Game Boy. Like I can't help but he looks like a Game Boy, but maybe apparently is a Game Boy. Just weaponized and everything.
Clearly, the reason that they made it like that.
And pick it up by November 15th, and we'll even give you the soundtrack featuring music from Phantom NK and Bubble Pipe Media for free. Click the link in the description after the video and get your copy today.
Alright, for that battle. Death Battle.
Pure, unadulterated rage. Usually, in a
situation,
you'd want to avoid this sort of emotion in order to keep yourself focused.
You're a giant rampaging pile of muscles, like these two.
Dr. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk.
And Doomsday, the monster who killed Superman.
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Yeah, I can relate. I have great anger myself.
And skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, it's gonna be the animation. I didn't know that.
Within each of us, oft times, there dwells a mighty and raging fury. And this suits no one better than the mild-mannered scientist, Bruce Banner.
'Cause when Bruce gets angry, oh boy, you wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Dr. Robert Bruce Banner may have grown up with few friends, but what he lacked in popularity, he made up tenfold with his intellect. However, in spite of his gifts, it was never enough to earn the respect and love of his father.
Partly because Bruce was so smart that his alcoholic dad literally thought he was a monster and expressed that to Bruce pretty thoroughly. God damn!
Damn it! Is he serious right there? Okay.
9, 10 feet?
Man, with an arm like that, he could really go places.
Who's with that guy?
After he murdered his wife right in front of Bruce.
Understandably traumatized, Bruce coped by creating an imaginary friend to talk to.
You know, I had an imaginary friend once.
You did? What was his name?
Dad.
Oh. Well, Bruce's friend
I can relate to that one, actually.
All the way through his college graduation. However, his advice to Bruce was oftentimes destructive.
So when the U.S. military recruited Bruce to make
I did not know that about the Incredible Hulk right there.
Bruce was tasked with developing a gamma bomb, which would use gamma radiation to target enemy weapons and buildings without endangering human lives. At least, that's what Bruce was told.
Surprise, surprise! Gamma radiation is actually pretty fucking harmful! And when it came time to test the bomb and some dumb kid decided to play his harmonica right in the test zone, Bruce asked his assistant to stop the countdown and dashed off to save him. But turns out his assistant was a Russian spy who set off the bomb anyway.
Ooh.
On that strange day, Bruce's imaginary friend became a real-life terror as he transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
Oh. Hulk smash!
Really?
Yes, apparently. Ever since, whenever he's angry, Bruce's body and mind morphs into that of the Hulk's, granting him unmeasurable power.
While he loses Bruce's brain power, the Hulk is ridiculously strong. He can leap great distances, survive the harshest environments, and most importantly, smash the crap out of everything with his bare fists.
He also knows a technique known as the thunderclap, which creates a shockwave that can deafen foes, level forests, and push back explosions.
As if he needed anything more than that, the Hulk has a healing factor that gives Wolverines a run for his money.
You're healing. You should be dead.
He's super
I did not know.
Super hard to kill. What's not to like?
Well, there's one little detail that kind of ruins the whole experience. Bruce can't really control the Hulk. In fact, the Hulk is his own being, and they both hate each other, vying for dominance over Bruce's body. And yet, Bruce and the Hulk are often reminded how much they depend on each other for survival.
Bruce figured if he was stuck with his big green Goliath forever, he might as well try using it for good, eventually joining the Avengers, Defenders, the Fantastic Four, and even the Illuminati.
Wait, what?
Held up a 150 billion ton mountain.
Oh, hey, they mentioned that with Iron Man versus Lex Luthor.
And one time when a planet's tectonic plates started splitting apart, threatening to shatter the whole world, he just jumped right in there and pulled the planet back together.
The estimated average mass of a single lithospheric plate is nearly
Okay, I feel like that.
tons, and the Hulk pulled 2 of these together with nothing but his bare hands.
And he's not just strong and tough, he's more than twice as fast as a fighter jet.
I feel like that Hulk's gonna win. Let Doomsday have something to counter that.
Faster if he's pissed off enough.
This is because the Savage Hulk's strength is directly related to his anger. The angrier he gets, the more powerful he becomes. In theory, this means his maximum level of strength is potentially infinite. And when he taps into that immeasurable rage to the fullest, he truly lives up to his name of Worldbreaker.
Bigger.
Ooh, the World Breaker.
Oozing with gamma radiation, the World Breaker Hulk is so powerful, with a single stomp he created earthquakes felt hundreds of miles away. In his battle with Sentry, basically Marvel Superman, they almost destroyed New York. And when battling another World Breaker Hulk, a single collision between them obliterated an entire planet.
Even the mutant Darwin's power, which specifically adapts to counter any enemy, decided that the best defense against the Hulk was to be somewhere else.
Holy hell! Who could even stand up to this madness?
Not many, obviously. Typically, Bruce does his best to contain and limit the Hulk's power. In fact, Worldbreaker Hulk is a result of Bruce relinquishing that control entirely.
Yeah.
In terms of combat, usually only cosmic
Wonder
beings like
if there's ever gonna be-
have the might to challenge the Hulk.
Oh yeah, like that one time Zeus hit him so hard it burned out his healing factor.
But even gods sometimes have to learn the hard way. You do not mess with the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I actually thought the Incredible Hulk was pretty weak, but turns out it's actually pretty strong. Really strong, actually. Poor Loki.
What if all you had ever known was hatred and aggression, violence and pain? This life is reality for
YouTube comments, Doomsday. Yeah.
YouTube comments. That's
Thousands
true,
of years
actually.
ago, on an uninhabitable prehistoric planet which would one day be known as Krypton, a scientist named Bertrand intended to engineer the ultimate life form.
Yep, it's another one of those stories, but with one hell of a twist.
See, at this time, Krypton was a harsh wasteland filled with nothing but sharp rocks, poisonous air, and violent predators.
Oh.
Bertrand believed
Superman
that
would
he
be
could create
crazy.
something that could live
Would be
through
very
that.
sad
He
right
could survive just about anywhere.
To realize this theory, Bertrand acquired an infant from somewhere and, through a rapidly accelerated evolution process, attempted to transform him into his dream creation.
Oh, don't try to dance around it, Wiz. Bertrand put that little sucker into a baby cannon, blasted him into the wild to get murdered by any number of things, sucked up what was left of him with a vacuum cleaner, and just cloned a new one out of the mess to do it all over again.
Well, yeah. The idea being each new clone would be stronger than the one before, thus covering millions of years of evolution in just a few decades.
That's pretty, no, I don't see like as a good way, actually.
So after 30 straight years of baby murder, one of the clones finally survived the test. Amazed by his own success, Bertrand named this baby the Ultimate.
The ultimate baby.
But to the rest of the universe, he was their Doomsday.
Doomsday. Yeah, that's kind of a worse backstory right there.
Patenting my baby cannon was a good idea.
Successful as Bertrand's
Oh yeah, from UFC versus Britfor.
a good idea. Turns out, while Doomsday usually appears to be a mindless beast, he remembered every single time Bertrand had him killed.
You know, that's something that's not good for you if you've been doing something like that. But still, that guy, who would be doing something like that? Why would you go around shooting babies again, babies over and over again?
Of development, Bertrand had never quite figured out what to do if his experiment actually worked. Because Bertrand is the worst.
That's true.
He did do what he set out to do. He made an 8'10" monster that doesn't need to eat, breathe, or have internal organs to live. It just kills and kills and kills some more.
Doomsday possesses enormous strength, incredible durability, and poisonous spikes which can extend. But due to Bertrand's experiments, Doomsday's greatest power of all is his ability to adapt to his opponent's powers.
After taking his sweet revenge, Doomsday stowed away on a supply ship and ravaged dozens of planets until he finally found himself on Earth.
On that day, Doomsday did the unthinkable. On that day, Doomsday killed Superman.
You know, it's very
Well, kind
impressive.
of. He actually put him into a super sleep. After several days, he kind of woke up more powerful.
Yeah, we all know, Wiz. At least Soups took Doomsday down with him. Or maybe not. Turns out, whenever Doomsday dies, he just comes back to life, or
Yep.
we're immune to whatever killed him in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't beat me the same way twice.
He's been punched to death by Superman, blasted apart by the Radiance energy, brutally ripped in half, incinerated by Imperiex, and just...
Okay, this is gonna be a problem.
So he is absolute protection.
Vulnerable at this point,
Yeah.
Doomsday's
The most
taken on
overpowered
Darkseid,
power
taking his
ever.
Omega beams and beating him to near death.
Yeah,
He single-handedly defeated most of the Justice League and took on an energy attack.
I feel like that. But there's one problem. I can help Fight Club explain how Doomsday will be immune to something, but not when he's playing with someone different. He's not immune to their abilities.
What if they have the same power?
Sorry, it's still.
So two people have the same power, and one person kills it.
Wait, I don't know. The other, there you go.
At his most
Your-
powerful, Doomsday's mere
whole statement
presence
was
can boil
pumped
the ocean and
by me.
disintegrate buildings. A casual stroll across Africa made wildebeest an endangered species just by walking around. But what he's got in strength, he really lacks in brains.
Not that he's dumb, he just literally lacks a brain. More often than not, Doomsday is little more than a one-track mind-killing machine. This makes his intentions predictable, and a clever opponent could use this to, say, lead him into a trap. And should that foe come up with a new way to hurt Doomsday, he could be killed.
Still, that's gonna be pretty goddamn hard to do.
Yeah, especially if he can come back to life. But still, I don't think he's going to be allowed to come back to life multiple times in that battle.
All right, the combatants are
I
set.
still
Let's
feel like
send this
I
straight
feel like
to
it's going to be a Hulk.
But first, Wiz won't stop talking about this thing, so he wants to tell you about it.
As a man of science, I analyze everything from the car I drive to the razor that shaves my face. I only use a razor I've scientifically proven to be of both quality and value. I use Harry's. Thanks to the
Harry's?
factory in Germany, Harry's produces quality razors at half the price.
Okay,
$2 a blade. Harry's sleek 5-blade razor offers a softer flex hinge, trimmer blade, textured handle for control, and a lubricating strip to help soothe the skin. But if you're like me, you'll want to try it for yourself. Harry's is so confident in their razor, they'll send you a trial set absolutely free when you subscribe.
I'm not
$3
sure.
for shipping. And as a viewer of Death Battle, you can get a free bottle of post-shave balm, which soothes and relieves skin after shaving and helps reduce redness. Just enter the code DEATHBATTLE at checkout. So head on over to harrys.com by clicking the link in the description below and get your free trial set and post-shave balm. Just remember, use the code DEATHBATTLE at checkout.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
I still feel like Hulk's gonna win. What the heck? Wait, why are those people all in colors? Like, it reminds me of that, of those things from Ruby, except they're mostly count. Oh, there's the Hulk right there. We can all see him right there. He's the only one that's not in color like that. No, wait, no, Mike. Oh.
Hulk smash ugly vehicles!
Yeah, oh, dang. Wait, does Doomsday have a ponytail? Why does he have a ponytail? Is he trying to look like a sumo wrestler or something? You know, I really feel like that in the end, if Hulk kills Doomsday, I feel like he's going to come back to life. Like, I don't think that, I still feel like Hulk's going to win. I mean, I know Doomsday can come back to life and everything, but we have no whoever killed him in the first place, but this is going to be a problem since he first fought Hulk. I don't think it's going to count. I just have no idea. I still think Hulk's going to win.
Stupid gray man! Cat Cardinal!
Oh, dang. I'll see those police cars, not police cars, doctors. Hey, it's just like gang. Or garbage.
Hulk hate you! Hulk hates spiky beard!
That's still going? He's gonna become World Big Rock, isn't he?
You break buildings good, but Hulk break walls!
Ooh, this is gonna be a problem for Doomsday. Especially, you know, I still think it did take him like 1,000 tries to kill Superman. Ooh. Dang, that's wonderful. Never mind, actually. Won't like the voice of it, like thing kind of like prevents Hulk's feeling, I guess. We're done. Doomsday. Oh my god, the DC character finally gonna win. The DC character finally gonna win. I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be so happy that a DC character wins. Sorry, Hulk, but. The DC character finally won.
Oh, that was beautiful!
With the Hulk's immeasurable power and Doomsday's impossible immortality, this truly felt like a fight between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Hulk may have had the
Finally!
strength, at least at his
A DC character won.
Doomsday could
I'm
certainly
happy.
hold his ground. His victories against the likes of Superman and Darkseid prove he can take a hit from someone strong enough to break planets.
And by experience, Doomsday had the speed advantage. He regularly fights foes with light speed capabilities, while that kind of speed is an extreme rarity in the Marvel Universe. In fact, the only foe that fast who Hulk's ever seemed to keep pace with in a one-on-one match was Sentry, and that was when he was at his most powerful stage, Worldbreaker.
So overall, Hulk had strength and Doomsday had speed, but neither completely outclassed the other. At first
That's
glance,
true.
this one looked like it could go either way.
Which means the devil's in the very tiny details.
So why couldn't the Hulk's infinite strength just keep rising and eventually overwhelm Doomsday?
Well, even assuming Hulk's
Does he can come back
was
to
infinite,
life and be immune to that?
was not. Don't get me wrong, it can only be overtaxed by hits from absurdly powerful beings such as Zeus or Sentry, whom Doomsday certainly compares.
Naturally, Doomsday's crazy strength and speed started wearing that healing factor down.
Here's where it gets a bit tricky. The Hulk may look like a giant green monster, but he's still technically human, and his power directly correlates with his anger.
Wow.
A human being's anger stems from an increase in hormones and adrenaline in the body. However, the brain can only produce these chemicals at such a rate for a limited time, eventually giving up and turning apathetic. Therefore, Hulk's limitless power could never have existed without his healing factor. It's the key. It allowed his body to continue producing hormones.
The poison spikes did help prevent his healing factor,
thus increasing his superhuman power to an immeasurable degree. So, Doomsday overtaxing his healing factor meant the Hulk could no longer maintain his increasing rage.
Oh. Didn't think about that.
Skeptical. That's why there's a bunch of times in comics when a huge impact forced the Hulk to turn back into Bruce Banner, including that battle between Worldbreaker Hulk and Sentry. With his healing power beaten down, he literally couldn't keep himself angry enough to stay in Hulk mode.
I love science, but there's still one more thing. Thanks to his battles with Superman and other Kryptonians, Doomsday has evolved to a point where it's basically impossible to kill him with brute force alone.
So Hulk could have killed him by just getting angry enough to punch harder than Doomsday ever felt.
Precisely. Here's the proof. Superman and Doomsday eventually had a rematch, in which Superman was much more powerful than their first battle. As we discussed before, Superman's power is also potentially limitless by way of continually absorbing solar energy, and at this point in his story, he'd begun to discover that.
But try as he might, despite his increased power, Supes couldn't kill Doomsday with blunt force a second time.
Ultimately, Doomsday's immunity to being ripped, impaled, incinerated, blasted with energy, and being beaten by blunt force from both focused and multiple sources means Hulk just didn't have the options available to take Doomsday out before his healing factor was overtaxed.
On this day, Hulk met his doom. Doomsday.
The winner is Doomsday.
That's why I say, absolute adaption,
Next time on
super OP.
Oh, with that. Oh my God.
Hey guys, I'm Ben. I play Wiz. This is Chatty Plays Boomstick. And next up, we've got Zorro from One Piece.
Zorro.
Stick to our Twitter to find out who he's going to be fighting. Want to watch Death Battle on your big screen?
This guy
First members can now download the
loves
Xbox
One
and
Piece.
Apple TV apps.
Yeah, I'm watching One Piece right now.
Absolutely obsessed with it.
Yeah, my favorite two characters are Zoro and Luffy. Okay, seriously, my two favorite characters of all is Luffy and Zoro. They're my two favorites. I mean, Zoro's just epic. He's awesome with those free swords. Like, seriously, I was not expecting to have someone wielding free swords, but if anyone could do it, it's Zoro. But I wonder who he's going to be facing, actually. Oh my God.
Probably somebody else with a sword.
Yeah, but I wonder who, actually. But it doesn't matter, because I'm really hoping that Zoro wins. I'm really hoping that Zoro can win right there.
Well, what if it's like somebody else you really like?
Oh, but I'm still going with Zoro.
What if it's like somebody you like even more than Zoro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
You don't gotta counter that.
I can't wait for this, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for this death battle. It also gets me nervous, so... Oh my God, I just can't wait for this.
End the video already.
Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you right back here next time. Luigi GX, out.